Welcome out to another one of our Athlete of the Week interviews. As this one's one, I'm really surprised that I have not gotten her on in the last 2 years, and actually last 3 years, because Marcela Pinedo-Saavedra is our Athlete of the Week, our redshirt sophomore from the women's basketball team. Fantastic game against Central Wyoming. That was kind of the headliner for it, but you had a really good week overall and one of the toughest weeks for the team that you've had, 3 games through the week. How did the last week kind of go for you, and what was kind of the highlight for you?
Well, we have really 3 games that were tough. I feel like Gillette was really tough. It was a rough game, but I feel like we did good. We could have done better, but in general, I think the team was good. We talked of how we can improve too, so we can be better for this last weekend. I feel like Central was really good. I don't know what happened there, but it was just so good. For me, it was just I could see everyone. I could pass the ball to everyone. Everyone was open, and it was just too easy to pass the ball to all my teammates. And then Northwest, it was tough to. We wanted to win that game, but I feel like it was I don't know, but I don't think it was that bad though. We obviously talked on what things we can improve as the team. We talked yesterday how the team goals for these last games that we have, and I feel like everyone is in the same page right now.
Talking about the weekend, after Gillette, it seemed like the one thing that was consistent through both Central and Northwest was the defense you guys played. Was that one of the big keys that you guys really focused on?
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest part of our team. And when we do really good defense, our offense just goes really good. And I feel like that's how the games, our good games go. When the defense is really good, everyone is doing just good defense. Just the offense is just goes like that.
You ended up 1 assist from tying the school record for assists in a game in that win against Central Wyoming. You had 12. You mentioned that you were seeing it really well, and it seemed as soon as you guys switched to putting you in that high post position, that gave you, I don't know if that gave you the view or if it just kind of opened up the floor for others to maybe make more cuts. But how did it feel? Not what did you see, but how did it feel to suddenly have the game just coming to you that easy? Because that's what it seemed like. It was just natural.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, it was just natural. I was going to the high post and it was just it was too open, so I could just see everyone. If someone just comes to me, then I just pass the ball outside. If no one comes, then I just shoot the ball. So it was just depending on the defense, what they were doing.
That's been your best passing game. That's always been something that you've been able to do. But the part of your game that I think has impressed me since day one when we've actually been able to see you after coming back from the injury, your ability to play defense and jump passes and get steals. And you're in the conversation for jumping in there for career steals and that side of things. But has that been something you've always focused on as a player? Was that something when you got recruited you knew that was going to be your benefit to the team?
I honestly always knew my defense was good. Because back in Spain, defense was key also. So I feel all the teams I've been is defense is the first thing that every coach wants to see from you. So for me, it's just natural. Steals is just natural. I've been doing that in Spain too, and I don't know, just defense is good.
You talk about from being from Spain, you've always been able to play with a few Spanish players on this team, but the other thing, you've always had an international flair to the team Cyrodiil trip since you've been here. Has that made it more comfortable as an international player coming over, knowing that it's kind of a mixing pot instead of you, maybe 1 or 2 other internationals, and then a lot of American players where you're trying to more match with them?
Well, my first year I didn't have the chance to play. Second year, last year was good, I think. We have also a lot of internationals too. But I feel everyone when they come here, they just their goal is kind of the same. So everyone is just like on the same page. So they just like focus on the same things. So everyone can understand each other well. I feel like that. And this year too, like I feel like the chemistry with the team is like pretty good too.
You can definitely see that with the way you guys kind of gel together on the court. But I think one of the things that this team has is the ability to turn it on. Because you guys, even in Northwest, you had a 20-point first half, and then you put up a 20-point third quarter in that game, and the ability to just turn it on. With 4 games left, how important is it to find that consistency on that on switch?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, consistency. Like, we want to win, so we just have to be, like, consistent all the time. During, like, these practices are going to be hard. Like, everyone obviously wants to compete and wants to win, so everyone is just trying hard every practice.
Looking at it on the other side of things, 3 years here at college, how much easier is it? Easier might not be the right word. How much more comfortable have you gotten in the classroom here at LCCC, and how's it been looking as far as pursuing a major, pursuing a degree?
So I finished my bachelor degree last year. I can continue in a 4-year school, but I cannot do it right now here. So I'm just like taking credits right now, like classes that I'm gonna need for a 4-year school. I feel like every year it's been like different too. Obviously the first year is more easy. The second year was really tough for me, not gonna lie, but this year has been better. Yeah, I feel like more comfortable with the classes I have.
What's the goal? Both 2 goals for you. What's the athletic goal when you talk about moving on to a 4-year, and what is the academic goal? Because both of them have an important weight in choosing where you end up going to school.
Mm-hmm. So my goal was always like go to a D1 school, but if I cannot, then just D2. Like that's my biggest goal right now. 4-year school, obviously. If I can go somewhere like it's warmer, that would be better too.
You wouldn't be saying that because it's -2 outside today, right?
But yeah, that's pretty much like somewhere like California, Florida, or I don't know. But I don't mind. Like I really like Colorado part too, so I don't mind like somewhere that offers me what I want. So, and then studies, just finishing my degree. And then going into the medical field because I want to do medicine, be a plastic surgeon. That's the biggest goal for me.
What's being a person that's been at the school for 3 years, and just in college in general for 3 years, and we'll close out on this one, but what's advice? Because I don't normally ask this to even a lot of the sophomore players, but most of them kind of by this time, it's still a year and a half, they're focusing on all the things, but you have a lot that you can look back on experience-wise. What's advice you've either given to some of the freshmen that have come into the school, or even if you had a chance to talk to somebody who was coming into L-Trip next year, what would you pass on to them as far as advice for being an international student that would help them out to get them to that comfort level you have?
So obviously your first year as a freshman is going to be tough. For everyone, I feel like it's tough. Because you obviously miss home and you miss your parents and everyone. But I feel like for me, being 3 years here, I like got used to it, and I feel like I got more like focusing on myself too, and like try to be more like independent too. You get more mature too during the year, so I feel like being away from home also is like a benefit from you. Because you like improve more and get better with yourself too.
Well, we've definitely seen from freshman year to now, your confidence has jumped up. Your obviously quality on the basketball court has jumped up, and it's all led to you being Athlete of the Week this week, and you being one of the big leaders on the team for L-Trip. And we're looking forward to the next 4 games. Unfortunately, it's coming to a close, and we're going to be sad to see you moving on, but we're going to be excited to see you moving on as well. But thanks so much for the time, and congrats on getting that Athlete of the Week honor.
Thank you.